Hello friends, as you have seen, I am giving you handwritten notes of BBA and LLB. So like, comment and subscribe my channel so that you can watch my latest videos. In today's lecture, we will study interpretation of statutes, meaning of interpretation and their scope. So firstly, we study what is interpretation of statutes. Interpretation means the action of explaining the meaning of something. And here statute means a statute law is a written law produced by Parliament which originates from decision made in other courts and the country's written constitution. Firstly, we study what is interpretation of statutes. The court are supposed to administer justice according to the mandate of law enacted by the legislature. In other words, it is the duty of the courts to apply the letter of the law. Therefore, it is necessary to understand the language of the statute in its correct and true sense, so that the intention of the legislature is carried out properly and the object and purpose for which statute was enacted is achieved. Next is, to ascertain the true sense of the language, it is necessary to assign correct meaning to the words and expression used in the language. It is presumed that the legislature has used appropriate, clear and precise words to express itself. As we all know that law has a language and language is in express form, and we all know that no language is perfect. So maybe there is ambiguity. So where ambiguity comes, court needs interpretation. Interpretation arises due to imperfection of language. At the time of enactment of that law, circumstances and conditions prevailing were different. So onus is on the court to find the true intention of the statute by not only from the language but also from the point of view of social conditions which gave rise to that law. Where a word bears more than one meaning, the language of the statute might be understood in two or more senses, out of which only one may be in tune with the true intention of the legislature. Next is, interpretation therefore can be defined as the process which is adopted for ascertaining the meaning of writings or intent of the framers of the document. Interpretation is the art of finding out the true sense of an enactment by giving the words of the enactment their natural and ordinary meaning. Where the words of the statute are not clear, the court can exercise its discretion to interpret the statute in accordance with its object and purpose. According to Cross, interpretation is the process by which the courts determine the meaning of a statutory provision for the purpose of applying it to the situation before them. According to Salmond, by interpretation is meant the process by which courts seek to ascertain the meaning of legislation through the medium of authoritative forms in which it is expressed. Next, we will study scope of interpretation. There are 11 scope of interpretation which I will explain to you. First is imperative law. This is those law which prescribe a general course of action imposed by some enforcing authority, either by physical force or any other form of compulsion, for example, divine and human laws. Next is natural or moral law. These are the principles of natural right and wrong. The natural laws are laws of reason, the universal or common law, and internal law. It is called command of God. imposed on man, such as laws of nature and principles of morality. Next is conventional law. It is referred to any rule or system of rules agreed upon by persons for a regulations of the conduct towards each other. It forms a special law for parties who subscribes to it. For example, the rules of society or state which may become part of civil law. Next is customary law. Custom means tradition. After following of a particular tradition for long term, it may become usage, and that usage with antiquity and continuity may become a custom. Next one is practical or technical law. It consists of rules for attainment of certain ends. The laws of health and laws of architecture are a few examples of it. Next is international law. It consists of those rules which are acknowledged by sovereign states. The state does not only agree to observe these rules but also consider them to be binding upon them in mutual relations. Thus, international laws govern sovereign state in their relations and conduct towards each other. Next one is civil law. It is the law of the land. It is imperative character and carries legal sanction. It is territorial in nature, applies within the state that creates legal rights and duties in contravention of which punishment, fines may be imposed. Next one is common law. Its historic origin that was taken from law of land. Statute law was referred separately because of authority. Next is law of equity. That includes principle of natural justice, morality, honesty, and set of fixed rules. There were different codes of equity to practice these laws. Next one is constitutional law. The body of those legal principles which determine the constitution of the state. It includes all rules which directly or indirectly affect the distribution or exercise of sovereign power of the state. It is the fundamental law of state. Next one is administrative law. Law relating to administration determine the organization's power and duties of administrative authorities. And the last one is special law. These laws may be for a particular or a special purpose, such as local laws, foreign laws, conventional laws, price law, mercantile law, etc. So here we have completed meaning of interpretation and scope of interpretation. So in the next lecture we will discuss literal construction, golden rule, mischief rule, and internal and external aids, etc. So if you like my video, then like, comment and subscribe my channel. So see you soon in my next video.